In today's video, we're going to go over everything you need to know about starting an LLC in the state of Ohio. Here are the steps that we're going to go over today, but if you don't want to do any of these steps yourself and you want to use an online business formation service to do this for you, we'll leave a timestamp down below where we walk you through the entire process on how to do that. We'll also leave links down below to all the different platforms that we talk about today, so feel free to check those out. Follow along with me as I show you the process. So the first step in starting your LLC is actually to name your business. And to get started, you want to make sure you do a business name search first with the Secretary of State website in order to make sure that your business name is actually available. And while you're at it, you might as well do a domain name search as well to make sure that your business name can also be turned into a website. Most businesses nowadays need a website anyways, so this is a good step to take. Now, there are a few state naming guidelines that you want to know about, and that is you must include limited liability company, LLC, or L.L.C. You can't include things like association or corporation because this would mix your business entity with a separate one. Obviously, it has to be written in English. You can't include any words that would confuse your LLC with any government agency like the FBI, CIA, State Department, and other things like that. And we already talked about this before, but it has to be different from any other business name. The next step is to file your LLC's articles of organization. This is going to be the form to file your LLC, and this can be done online through the Secretary of State website for just $99. You can also do this through mail or deliver it in person with the address listed on the screen, or you can use an online business formation service, which I will show you how to do it later. Now, with your articles of organization, you're also going to want to choose a management structure. So you're going to have to decide if your LLC is going to be member managed or manager managed. Now, most of you guys are going to be member managed unless you guys have some type of investor or manager that is helping you run your LLC. So just know that for most of you guys, it's member managed. Next, you're going to want to create the operating agreement for your LLC. Now, although this is not required for the state of Ohio, it is highly recommended. An operating agreement is basically a legal document that outlines the ownership and just basic business procedures. This way, there's no miscommunication and any conflict between you as the employer and any employees that you have. Everybody's on the same page and they know what to expect of each other. So within this operating agreement, this usually entails things like the organization, management and voting structure, capital contributions and distributions, membership changes, and dissolution. So as you can see, this can be quite complex for a new business owner. That's why we recommend using an online business formation service to do this for you. That way you don't have to worry about figuring out all of these different things. The next step is you're going to want to obtain the EIN for your business. This is also known as the Federal Tax Identification Number, which is basically just the social security number for your business. It's going to allow the IRS to identify and keep track of your tax filing status, and it's required in order for you to open up a business bank account and hire employees. You can get this for free with the IRS either online or through mail, or if you want to use an online business formation service, they'll also do this for you at an added cost. The next step is to hire a registered agent for your business. A registered agent is basically the person or business that is responsible for receiving any legal documents on behalf of your business. This can be things such as tax forms, lawsuits, or any important government correspondence. Now, whoever this registered agent is, they must be a full-time resident of Ohio, and this can either be yourself, an employee, or a registered agent service. Now, this is super important to know. You do not want to be your own registered agent. The reason why is because you're going to be giving up a lot of your private information to the public domain, because on your articles of organization, you're going to have the registered agent information. So this is things like your name, your address, your phone number, and other private information like that. So if you're your own registered agent, anybody on the internet can find out your information. But if you use a registered agent service, it will be their information on the public domain, not yours. So if you value your privacy, highly recommend just using a registered agent service. And the great thing about using an online business formation service like the one I'm about to show you is that they will actually give you a registered agent for free for the first year. Now, before we get into the steps that you need to take after you form your LLC, I'm going to quickly walk you guys through how to use Northwest Registered Agent to form your LLC for you. So if you guys click on that link down below, you'll get taken to a page that looks exactly like this. And as you guys can see, they will form your business for you for $39. Very affordable, and you can form your LLC, a corporation, or a nonprofit. So I'll go ahead and click on get started right here. And that's going to take me to a page where I can fill out a couple of information about my business, and they'll do everything for me. This is only going to take a few minutes, as you guys will see, and it's very simple and straightforward. So first things first, what type of business would you like to start? Obviously, for this example, we're starting an LLC, but like I said, you can start a corporation or nonprofit if you'd like. Next, you're going to choose the state that you'd like to form your business in. For this example, we're choosing Ohio, and now it's going to load up the company filing option. So again, you have that $99 standard filing fee that I talked about earlier, and this is going to be a fee that you pay regardless of whether you do it yourself or if you do it through Northwest Registered Agent. The only thing that you're paying to Northwest Registered Agent is that that basic package, so that $39. This $99 goes to the state. And if you want to expedite the process, so if you want your business formed faster, then you can choose these options, which are more expensive. Now down here, they can also file your beneficial ownership information for you. This is also known as the BOI report. It's a brand new thing that just happened in January of 2024. We won't go over it too much right now. We actually have a video linked down below where we'll teach you everything that you need to know about this BOI report and how you can file it online. But if you want Northwest Registered Agent to do it for you, it's just $9, very, very affordable. So I'll go ahead and leave that and we'll go ahead and click on continue. From here, you're going to enter in your company details. So what would you like your business name to be? So let's say, for example, we want to name it Startupwise LLC. And again, you have to have LLC, limited liability company, or L.L.C. You can also send a copy of any lawsuits and legal notices to your attorney. Down here, you can enter in your business purpose. There's no need to make this complex at all. You can even use an AI tool like ChatGPT to come up with a business purpose for you. And down here where it asks you for the physical address and mailing address that you want on record with the state, it's very important that you want to use the registered agent because like I said, you don't want your information being out there on the public domain. And they're going to give you a registered agent for free for the first year anyways, so you might as well do it. After that, it's going to be something like $120 per year. So still very, very affordable compared to all the other registered agent services out there. Next, you're going to choose your company management style. So again, like I said, most of you guys are going to be member managed, but if you're manager managed, you can choose that as well. And then you can enter in each member's name and the address that you want to use. So if it's just you, just enter in your information and then click on continue. Next, you're going to enter in your contact details. So your name, phone number, and an address. Then you're going to need to create an account. So enter in an email address that you want to use, and you can either create a password or you can generate a password right here. Next, you can choose whether or not you want the business identity package. So this is a free 90-day trial, one-click cancel on your online account if you don't want it. But basically, you're going to get a domain name registered for you for free for 1 year. You're going to get a website that's hosted by them but owned by you. And you're also going to get a business email address and phone. Then they're going to ask you if you want any of the optional items. So they have the tax ID. This is the EIN that we talked about earlier. So if you want to do this and you have a social security number, it's going to be $50. And if you don't have a social security number, then it's going to be $200. You can also choose to elect your LLC as an S Corp with the IRS. This is basically going to allow you to potentially save thousands of dollars every single year in taxes if you do it right. Not every single LLC qualifies for this. You have to make a certain amount of money per year within your business in order to actually do this. But if you want to learn more, we'll leave a link down below where you can watch our video explaining that process. And then they also have mail forwarding and a trademark service as other optional items, so you can add that if you want. But that's pretty much it. From there, just enter in your payment information and then click on done. And then Northwest is going to do everything for you. They're going to file all your paperwork. You're going to be able to log into your account. And from there, you can see all the documents. You're going to be able to get all your paperwork. And if you chose any of the optional items like the EIN or whatever, then you can also access that through the dashboard. Very easy. Again, it only took a few minutes as you guys saw. Very simple and straightforward. I highly recommend it for beginner business owners. It's actually what we use to create our own businesses because it's so easy. And trust me, you're going to avoid a lot of headache and you're going to save a lot of time because you don't have to do any of this administrative stuff yourself, right? You don't have to worry about filing any paperwork with the state. Northwest is going to do everything for you at a very affordable price, right? Just $39 for the basic package. So again, we'll leave a link down below for you guys to check them out. If you use our link, we do get a small referral fee at no extra cost to you. That's just to help support the channel so that we can keep creating free content like this for you guys. So if you use our link, then thank you so much in advance. So now that you've formed your LLC, let's go over all the steps that you need to take afterwards and some important things that you need to know about. So the next step is to make sure that you're maintaining compliance with the state. You might want to look into getting any business licenses or permits depending on where you live and what type of business you have. You can do research on this yourself through Google, but we're not going to get into it too much. Otherwise, this video would be too long. But yeah, just know that you might have to get some business licenses or permits depending on where you do business and what type of business you have in the first place. If you're a first-time entrepreneur, there's a bunch of professional services out there that can find business licenses and permits that you might need. So I highly recommend consulting with a professional to help you out. The next thing to note is that there are no annual reports required for an Ohio LLC. However, there may be other things that you need to do in order to maintain compliance, such as renewing any business licenses or permits, or just making sure that you're staying compliant with filing your taxes. Now, here's some recommended steps to do after you form your LLC. One is you might want to consider opening up a business bank account. This is super important for separating your business assets from your personal assets. So in case of a lawsuit, they can only go after your business assets, not your personal ones. Next, you might want to start applying for business credit cards as well. There's tons tons of business credit cards out there that can help with a ton of perks. We have a ton of other videos on this channel that go into the best business credit cards. So we'll leave a link down below to that playlist for you guys to check out. We'll also leave links down below to our favorite business bank accounts. So check those out. You can get some pretty cool discounts and deals if you use our link. And next, you might want to hire an accountant. This is a person that's going to help you save a lot of money in taxes, help you avoid any penalties, and they're going to help you get a better picture of your entire business in terms of profits and losses. Now, in terms of tax filing requirements, you might want to look into getting a seller's permit if you sell goods. And there's also employer taxes if you have employees. This is done through different websites that we will have on the page for you. And when it comes to reporting your annual income, there's two forms that you will likely be filing. One is either Form 1065. This is going to be for multi-member LLCs. And then there's Form 1040 Schedule C, and that is for most single-member LLCs. And then the last thing that I want to touch up on is just the BOI report that we talked about earlier. This is effective as of January 1st, 2024. So if you're a new business entity, chances are you're going to have to file this report. So again, we'll leave a link down below to that video where you guys can learn everything you need to know about it and how to file it online. But yeah, that's basically everything you need to know about starting an LLC in the state of Ohio. Again, we'll leave links down below to everything that we talked about today, especially Northwest Registered Agent. Highly recommend using them. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and got some value out of it. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos just like this. Here on this channel, we make videos on how to start and grow your business. So if you're interested in that kind of content, hit that bell notification to stay up to date with new videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.